Every day, the world uncovers strange and shocking truths. Some places are so harsh that it seems impossible for people to live there, yet they do. Others are filled with wealth so extreme, it's hard to believe it's real. There are locations filled with mystery, danger, and even death. And then, there are places that are literally forbidden. No one can step foot there without risking their life. Today, we'll take you through 5 of the most extreme and fascinating parts of our planet. These aren't your typical tourist spots. These are places where life gets pushed to its limits. Whether it's freezing cold, toxic, hidden from the world, insanely rich, or nearly uninhabitable. So fasten your seatbelt. You're about to go on a journey across Earth's most unbelievable realities, where each part of the planet tells its own wild and unbelievable story. Oymyakon is a remote village in Siberia, Russia. It holds the terrifying title of the coldest permanently inhabited place on Earth. The lowest recorded temperature here? A bone-crushing minus 67.7 degrees Celsius, minus 89.8 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than most freezers. Just stepping outside can cause frostbite in minutes. What's even more amazing, people actually live here year-round. They raise families, go to school, and survive in conditions that would send most of us running for cover. For these residents, extreme cold is just part of life. Kids go to school unless it drops below minus 55 degrees Celsius. At that point, school is finally canceled. Until then, bundle up and off you go. Daily life revolves around fighting the cold. Car engines are kept running overnight so they don't freeze solid. If they do, you might never get them started again. Homes are built with thick insulation and powerful heating systems. Even bathrooms are usually located outside because water pipes inside can freeze too easily. Imagine having to walk to an outdoor toilet in that level of cold every single day. Food choices are also based on survival. Fresh fruits and vegetables are almost non-existent. People rely on preserved meats, frozen fish, and warm stews. One local delicacy is stroganina, thin slices of raw, frozen fish eaten like sashimi. Life in Oymyakon isn't just physically tough, it's mentally exhausting too. Winters are long, dark, and lonely. The sun is only up for a few hours, and the rest of the day is pitch black. Depression is common, especially during the coldest months. Yet, the people here are proud, resilient, and surprisingly cheerful. They've built a way of life in a place most of us wouldn't last a week. Their endurance shows just how powerful human adaptability can be, even in the coldest place on Earth. Let's now swing to the opposite extreme, the life of the 1% of the 1%. People like Elon Musk, Bernard Arnault, Jeff Bezos, and Arab royalty don't just have money. They have power that shapes the world. These are the people who can buy a country's economy, fly their own space rockets, or build islands from scratch. Bernard Arnault controls brands like Louis Vuitton, Dior, and Moet. Elon Musk is building electric cars, underground tunnels, and even dreams of colonizing Mars. These billionaires live in a different reality. Their homes are worth hundreds of millions. Their yachts are floating cities. Some of them even own private jets with gold interiors. In the Middle East, Arab sheikhs spend money in ways that sound like fiction. Some have entire gold-plated fleets of supercars. Others own mansions where even the bathroom mirrors are made of diamonds. It's not just about showing off, it's a lifestyle. Want to go shopping? Why not fly to Paris on your jet for lunch, then return in time for dinner? The wealthiest don't just spend, they influence. They can change the outcome of elections, buy up media outlets, and shape global politics. Many even invest in space tourism or build tech that could change life on Earth forever. These people have so much money, they often create their own micronations, buying land and declaring their own laws. Let's go from gold-plated luxury to toxic despair. Some parts of the world are so polluted, they look like scenes from a nightmare. Agbogbloshie in Ghana and Vapi in India are two of the worst. Agbogbloshie is known as the world's digital dumping ground. Old phones, broken computers, and worn-out TVs from rich countries are dumped here. Locals, many of them children, burn the plastic to get to the copper wires inside. The black smoke fills their lungs, leading to disease, cancer, and death. These communities are poor and desperate. Parents send their kids to dangerous work because there's no other way to survive. Governments make promises, but corruption and limited resources block real progress. Extreme poverty and pollution collide here. The contrast with luxury lifestyles couldn't be clearer. And the most painful truth? Most of the world doesn't even know these places exist. Some places are so secret, no one is allowed to go there. These places aren't just dangerous. They're protected, hidden, or locked away for reasons that spark endless curiosity. Take North Sentinel Island, off the coast of India. The native tribe there has lived in isolation for tens of thousands of years. Anyone who tries to approach is attacked. In 2018, a man who attempted to convert them to Christianity was killed. The Indian government has made it illegal to go near the island. It's like stepping into a time machine, except you don't survive the landing. Then there's Area 51 in the US, a place surrounded by mystery. Many believe the government is hiding alien spacecraft there. While there's no proof, its extreme secrecy makes it a hotbed for conspiracy theories. In Russia, the closed town of Mezhgorye is another no-go zone. The military controls it entirely. Rumors say it's home to nuclear weapons or deep space technology. Nobody really knows. The most extreme places, where life shouldn't exist. Finally, let's explore the harshest, deadliest environments on Earth. Places where life itself seems impossible. But somehow, people and even organisms survive. Death Valley, USA, is the hottest place on Earth. Temperatures can hit 56 degrees Celsius, 132 degrees Fahrenheit. Metal warps, shoes melt, and people can suffer heat stroke within minutes. Yet, some park rangers and researchers work there year-round. In Ethiopia's Danakil Depression, the landscape looks alien, full of sulfur lakes, acid pools, and exploding geysers. Breathing is hard, and the air smells like rotten eggs. Despite this, scientists visit to study microbes that live in boiling acid, hoping to understand how life might exist on other planets. Antarctica's dry valleys are equally strange. Unlike the icy image most have of Antarctica, these valleys have no snow, only dry rock, whipping winds, and ice-free terrain. The temperature rarely rises above freezing, and yet, microbial life still exists. Then there's Maroom Volcano in Vanuatu. Adventurers and researchers have descended dangerously close to the lava lake, capturing footage from the edge of hell. The heat is so intense it can destroy cameras and melt gear. These regions are not built for human life, but they challenge what we think is possible. They inspire discovery, courage, and endless questions. They teach us that the Earth is far more mysterious than we think, and that life finds a way, even in hellish corners of the planet. So there you have it, the 5 most extreme places and lifestyles on Earth. We've seen freezing survival in Siberia, unmatched wealth in the hands of a few, choking pollution that kills silently, forbidden zones full of mystery, and deadly places where life shouldn't exist, but somehow does. What did this journey teach us? That human beings are more adaptable, curious, and extreme than we ever realized. Whether it's luxury or survival, mystery or madness, humans push limits every single day. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Earth's wildest corners, don't forget to like and share. Which part blew your mind the most? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned. Next time, we'll take you to places even crazier than these. Until then, stay curious, and goodbye. These forbidden places raise questions we may never answer. What's being hidden? Who controls the truth? And most of all, why can't we know? These mysteries fuel legends and fears that stretch far beyond their borders.